You are watching Liberty Online TV. This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone.
Orange.
Good morning and welcome to another edition of the Breakfast Show, where they come to you live from Liberty Online TV, now Facebook, YouTube, and also now we website where they powered by Orange Sierra Leone. We will bring the program come to you this morning. My name is Khadija Bangura.
And me na Mabel Kaba. Good morning. Well, today is Tuesday, the 23rd day of January 2024, and inside this edition of the Breakfast Show, Liberty Online TV, they can look at the saga where they continue in a parliament. Also, we see this particular issue don't draw the attention of the president. We make today the breakfast show, they ask if President Bio need for intervene inside this issue.
Well, Foka, if we look at this particular topic and how far the committee where the Public Service Commission been set up this BNTM for investigate, but the corruption allegation them where they happen at Parliament, how far they don't go, waiting they don't do all day inside the program for you this morning. Remember say you say for the watch we now any of the platform the way the watch we go able for day part of the conversation this morning. Send we you message. You comment now the comment section of any of the platform them where they watch with this morning. The program now the breakfast show and would they expect a journalist and social commentator when Thomas Dixon for joining me inside the program this morning. As today, where they can look at all the corruption allegation them where don't they happen at Parliament, the recent statement where His Excellency the President Julius Maada Bio be make over the weekend, Usai a old dinner with SLPP member of Parliament them Usai say in the can intervene for resolve some of them corruption allegation and plabaya within our Parliament. Well, Liberty Online TV they ask the question this morning if the president gets right for intervene now private and independent institution like Parliament if they get issue. Well, if you say for any part of the conversation and want to answer the question, send we your message, send we your thoughts now any of the platform there where you watch we. Will they continue with the breakfast show?
And as the breakfast show, they continue with a quickly gonna Parliament. Usai, we've been see this BNTM, the Parliamentary Service Commission been set up 15-man committee for look inside the corruption allegation them will be happen at Parliament, especially so the one that will happen after where the clerk na Parliament, where na Honorable Parantarawali being redundant over 100 staff them where been the work na Parliament. Well, for we get the latest updates on waiting to happen as the committee be done begin and work. We dey join with senior producer Abdullah Blah, we put a report together for second head counts where the committee been do this BNTM. Let me just watch the reports where Abdullah Blah put together based on that.
Friday, January 19, 2024, been turn like judgment day na the Saloon Parliament. This na because all the work them na the Saloon Parliament been gathered for witness the head count. We want special committee for investigate the sacking of over 100 staff them at the Saloon Parliament been they about for do them work. This make all the workman them at the Saloon Parliament witness for show them face and write them name them during this whole call from the staff register where different heads of department them at Parliament been present. This been happening at committee room number 1 at the Saloon Parliament. Who's the Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Honorable Segepo Solomon Thomas, where the chair this committee self been lead the process with a team of other commissioner them from both the APC and SLPP MP them at the Saloon Parliament. This process come after where the Clerk of Parliament, Parantarawali, been served a letter them to over 100 parliamentary workmen them as way for sack them. But the Speaker of Parliament, Honorable Dr. Abbas Cherno Bundu, been say he no get hand pan this sacking where the Clerk of Parliament do. Although people been want to get the understanding saying that the leadership of Parliament through the Parliamentary Service Commission make this move. So from where the Speaker of Parliament, Honorable Dr. Abbas Cherno Bundu, was hand this sacking, and the Clerk of Parliament, Parantarawali, took the course on this whole issue. Plenty people don't look this situation with bad eye and self-ask plenty question them. We still not get clear answer. This make the Parliamentary Service Commission been summoned one meeting early January, and from this meeting, them inform committee for look inside the sacking where the Clerk of Parliament do and plenty other issue them. We get for do with this sacking and self order underhand game them with different quarter them. Don't allege say the Clerk of Parliament been done they do. And the Speaker of Parliament and Clerk of Parliament not been be part of this committee because and then two named on the play for all the wrong reason them from where this issue begin. But what in this process mean?
Well, this the beginning of the process. We like committee of commissioners, we set aside for ensure so we investigate the allegation of people that we they on payroll, we not to staff of Parliament. You know, see, at the last meeting, I've been telling the city today because number one, to let anybody say, I don't know, you know, inform me. So we get enough notice for candidate so that we'll do this head count. Because we really want to know whether, in actual fact, an institution as big as Parliament will get people that we will make the law, will get people in our payroll, we actually are ghost workers. Whether people that willing to work in Parliament, but they need our payroll, we collect money from government coffers. We consider this to be extremely serious. So they go, we take the time meticulously for ensure so we bring out the truth about this. This is not just the beginning of the process. Now we don't do head count, but we don't see the one then when the department that submit to we. We don't call them names and they all local sign.
You go want for know waiting will be the next stage of this committee in work after this head count. Honorable Segepo Solomon Thomas again.
The second step now follow right Ministry of Finance for giving bill for giving copy of the payroll from a certain year to date, so that we will look at the one that they will compare with the one that we already don't sign and we don't do the record the account. So we will compare for no who that day and the payroll where in actual fact the starting of Parliament.
So we see the one the way they even being redundant. Don't write the name. This means that they don't come back inside the system.
No, certainly no. Certainly not. That don't mean they don't come back. But you know, see that payroll investigation will be back. If they don't become, we're not going to know whether they start there or not. So we deliberately invite them for let them come, for let them serve, answer to the names, and sign the names and the register. So that we'll compare this with payroll and know in actual fact whether we'll get those workers or we'll get people at the payroll way, not the workers at Parliament. But in actual fact, the mere fact that they give a letter, not conclusive, since we don't begin, you know, for small argument don't come over that particular issue, we say one look at them as a commission for ensure the proper thing is done.
As you hear from the chairman of this committee for investigate the controversial sacking of parliamentary workman them, and I mean say them get for employ all the workman them with them sack back after this head count, and in mean say back with them you don't get them sack letter at the end of them job. And at that na the reason we make this committee don't they do them work for fend the true aid inside the matter of this sack no sack. For know who that will go and who that will left at the payroll of Parliament after plenty talk and engat from with this issue show in aid na the saloon Parliament.
You still dey watch the breakfast show where they come to you live from Liberty Online TV, na Facebook, YouTube, and also na we website. Today, na the program where they can look at the corruption saga where they go on a Parliament, waiting the special committee where the Public Service Commission been set up, waiting they don't do now for start the investigation. From that report, the way you watch, the special committee don't begin for do head count to side and call all the workman them where the clerk na Parliament be done sack for come back and do head count. And according to the chairperson for that special committee day, when the Deputy Speaker of Parliament is in at the first stage down day where they don't begin inside the investigation within they do. Well, we still continue with this particular issue as today we they look inside a proper one and waiting at some of the things them where don't happen from the term where the allegation they also begin come out from Parliament say the clerk be involved in corruption, so the ACC can inside and starts the investigation. And if you can remember, the ACC will pull a press release to side and say the clerk and in WEF don't begin for pay all the money where they pay in WEF as staff na Parliament but not be the go work. We'll continue with this issue. If people can remember, over the weekend, the First Lady, Dr. Fatima Biobi, hold a dinner for SLPP member of Parliament them. And during this dinner, the President, Dr. Julius Madabio, be address SLPP member of parliament them also it talk plenty in them but how SLPP member of parliament therefore come together for ensure say they win back the 2028 election. And SEF is say it don't dey all the corruption allegation them we don't come out in parliament. So he said this week he go intervene. We reporter Mayatu Sheriff been look inside the statements where the president be make and he go now report.
This BNTM reports will come out from Parliament concerning the sack where the clerk of Parliament, Paran Tarawali, been sack over 100 workmen them na the Salon Parliament without the clear approval of the Speaker of Parliament. And same way so, another information self been come out, also allegation against the clerk of Parliament, Paran Tarawali say, inside 2019, be employed in WEF, Abibatu Tarawali as human resource officer, and be they receive over 7 million old loans on grade 7 as salary, but not been the agree for Gona Parliament for work. Now for sake of all the issue ya make the Parliamentary Service Commission be all one meeting Thursday, January 4th this year, and after this meeting by the highest decision making body na Parliament, then be set up one 5-man committee for look inside an issue ya. And same way so the Anti-Corruption Commission self be done the look inside this issue for investigate the clerk na Parliament, Paran Tarawali and in WEF, Abibatu P. Tarawali. Sierra Leonean then don't discuss this issue na both tradition and the social media. Over the weekend, the First Lady of the Republic of Salon, Madam Fatima Bio, and her husband, President Julius Maada Bio, been organized dinner for the SLPP parliamentarian them. And inside this dinner, the President Julius Maada Bio been talk on plenty issue them where don't they happen at the country this BNTM. And one part the issue here gets for do with the parliamentary saga. But waiting at the scene where the President been talk about this parliament issue.
I want to say big thank you for making an act together. I see some rumbles there at the parliament day, but we will try for iron that out. We will try for iron that out as quickly as possible. Now, I have been too busy with other things that are the yearly, but are not be done personally get involved. But this week, I will get involved and we get for try for resolver. This is an opportunity for make we know say whatever our differences, however we make blabber, me always look at one all as one family. Endeavor to be together. There are differences, but that differences not for separate way. The differences where they get, it shows say God did by work because it not make all the same. And God in your work around it. If something happen, instead of you overreact and make comments and put on social media where you don't ever retract again. Think about engage the person one-on-one and make one solve the problem. So I say a big thank you to all for come together. And but of course we get many of these discussions in one group or maybe by district as I get for go around again for make we know see the development of this country, progress, peace, democracy depend on we, and we for lead the way. When we don't lead, the country is doomed. But that mistake we can make. So sometimes for personal interest, for leadership, we can make say that we miss the game. But the big picture is Sierra Leone.
Where the President Julius Maada Bio be talk about this issue. This na be the response of the SLPP parliamentarian them.
This
with all this small issue and disagreement where they happen now inside the Salon Parliament, what in this mean for the country in development one? For Liberty Online TV, me na Mariatu Sheriff.
All right, we continue with the breakfast show where they come to you live from Liberty Online TV. Send we you message now any of the platform them where you dey watch we. This morning we dey look at the corruption allegation them where don't they come out in parliament and how the president say a plan for intervene. Waiting this mean and waiting at the intervention where the president plan for do. All you go know inside the program this morning. Continue for watch we, continue for like, and also continue for share the program so that more people will be part of the conversation this morning.
Well, from that report today we just watched, where Mariatu Sheriff puts together well the basis for the topic of discussion this morning at the studio as we been hearing President Biyobi the address SLPP members of Parliament them at the State Lodge over the weekend. Usai been talk about the issue we get for do with the saga where they go on now Parliament, and he say he as the President will get for intervene inside this issue now this week. Well, that make today Liberty Online TV they ask the question if President Bio need for intervene na the kind issue here. Well, we're still in a parliament. We now they can listen to one parliamentary reporter and self-political analyst when Melvin Tijan Mansare. We say because President Bio na the chairman and leader for the Ceylon People's Party, according to Ram, in say President Bio gets right for intervene but the kind issue here. Well, let we watch the interview where we reporter Al Hassan Kuroma been do with Melvin Tijan Mansari for sake of this topic.
It's quite an unfortunate and embarrassing situation for the institution Parliament as a whole, and of course it provokes several questions as to sincerity and commitment of government on transparency and accountability. But having said that, it's a process that is ongoing, and investigation and calls from the side of the ACC and Parliament, and it will be premature for come and preempt what will be the outcome, more so now that the president seem for the express interest in the matter and for take any action.
So how you look at as somebody who gets wealth of experience inside parliamentary proceedings that the country?
Well, I think the president is trying to save the face of imparting our parliament. Let's not forget the president is also by law a member of parliament, and some people they say, well, the president not for interfere, not for involve. Well, you need to understand the constitutional context. The president is a ceremonial member of parliament, so if there are issues in parliament where don't they embarrass not only in political party but the institution, I think a day upon them for intervene and take the right actions first in the interest of the country, in the interest of rule of law, accountability and transparency, and above all in protecting in party and in policy programs around the fight against corruption. So we wait for see what actions will be taken, and you don't say this week, and wait for see when exactly this week those actions will be coming.
Well, plenty people on there is concern seeing the president interfere in short-term issue where they go around parliament as parliaments are one body where they make law, and I think it's much more different from governance because we don't see separation of power and all that. And this got to do with anti-corruption where they investigate the matter. How you look at this one?
Well, definitely, if you look at as interference, then you have to understand the role of the president. He is the chief executive officer, and he's in charge of the executive. He's the fountain of honor, and of course, that therefore it all to the integrity of Sierra Leone rest upon him. So, if you're talking about separation of powers, firstly, you have to change the constitution and make the president not be member of parliament ceremonially or otherwise again. After that, then you will say it interfere because there are precedents. For example, former President Anes Bai Kroma used to get meeting at State House with the likes of Honorable Dr. Bernard Lai and other leaders of the SLBP and APC when there were thorny issues. It's all about how proactive the Ministry of Political and Public Affairs or now Administrative Affairs they. Because if you have a robust Ministry of Political Affairs, then the president only for the can ask about them, and the minister supposed to delays and will report back to him. But because of that ministry is dormant or dysfunctional, we see the president therefore go the extra mile in restoring political stability within this party. But also it speaks to the broader fact that the president also now the leader of a political party. So if in political party they get issues in the parliament, it do upon them for intervene and salvage them for avoid further or any embarrassment on the political party. So somebody they say the president not for interfere or involve, you need to look at the laws again and advise yourself, because the president has got what is called supreme executive authority, and that supreme, many people say that God no more supreme, but in Sierra Leone, after God, as per law, it's the president. So he get rights and power for involved by anything, irrespective of separation of powers. Because in tandem with separation of powers theory, there's what is called fusion of powers. Mean states institutions are independent, and all these arms, executive now will get budget if parliament not pass her. So you go say separation of powers? No, they are fused. They are interdependent. So yes, we have to see strict separation of powers in moving forward. But now that the law not creates for that, I think we need to look at the president actions and judge them in tandem with the law, in tandem with institutions, in tandem with in promises and in manifesto, and above all in tandem with the interests of the country.
With your experience now, Parliament, when you'd expect say this case could be brought for like people both know with regards to the stand of Paran, investigation?
Well, we wait for hearing from ACC. I know say Parliament investigation don't begin with head counts, and after that we expect reports from the Parliamentary Service Commission. So until that report they come out, we not go for tell exactly. And the investigation is not a small investigation. First, they doing head counts on the staff, having to verify with the payroll and Ministry of Finance. It will take time, and it will be very unfortunate if I can't tell Famble and say on have to expect something this week. The president don't say this week, but that doesn't mean ACC will be coming out this week or Parliament will be coming out this week. So it all boils to the presidency action now we get for take, because for example in section 82 he appoints the clerk of parliament, and with regards to the speaker of parliament, that is a deeply political issue because he was nominated by a political party, and that political party now they no more get a right for say we are revoking your recommendation for that position, and if that's the case, who will be replacing who? So it's quite a political dicey issue, and no wonder I think the president they think about it and counting the cost, because Parliament again, with all the accountability and transparency we all want to see, politics is always at the heart of what in Parliament they do.
Okay, finally, with regards to the president interference into this matter, what you'd expect from the people, the people of Sierra Leone, the citizens?
Well, the president first we expect say it will put the people at heart in coming out with whatever decision, and for the people we always so open we are and we yes and follow up what the president is say and do with regards to this matter, and after which we can make informed judgments as to whether the president try by way of involving or with other critic and say interfering, or he not try by those actions. So let me not rush into conclusion. It's a process, it's not an event, and we all forget confidence, even if not trust in the process of governance. There's a difference between politics and governance, and that line should be drawn. When it comes to governance, it's about service delivery for the people. When it comes to politics, it's about service delivery for political parties and their stalwarts. And until we harmonize and reconcile these two realities in the interest of all sides, then sometimes we cannot get a bigger picture.
The program we still watch now the breakfast show where they come to you live from Liberty Online TV, now Facebook, YouTube, and also now we website. Well, that interview day we just watch. Now we parliamentary reporter and a social commentator Melvin Tijan Mansare. If they talk to a parliamentary reporter Al Hassan Kamara inside that interview day, who say according to His Excellency the President get right for intervene. Now the corruption saga where they go now in Parliament, because according to Melvin, he said the President now the leader of the Salon People's Party, and he want for save the face of empathy, so he get right for intervene. But other political commentators them and analysts themselves get a different view, say the president's not get right for intervene because Parliament is an independent institution, and if corruption allegation then they go on they're supposed to investigate and make sure say the people where the law found wanting the law back them. Well, this is a big question this morning what they can ask, or they try for sound everybody in views and opinion and left under the viewers them for be the judge. We continue with breakfast show. If you watch on YouTube, send we you message, add your voice, yourself go able for answer the question where Liberty Online TV they ask this morning if the president gets right for intervene plaba them where they happen na Parliament, because Parliament's na independent body. If you watch yourself na Facebook, drop we comment Yusuf go able for answer the same question. Well, don't forget say as you dey join the conversation this morning, Yusuf go able for share the program so that more people go dey part of the conversation. And you way than dey how you dey support Liberty Online TV. If na YouTube you don't dey watch we, make sure say you press the post notification button so that anytime Liberty Online TV count, you go know say we don't count for bring una factual, authentic and correct information them. Well, continue for watch the program where they bring una more updates on this particular topic we look at this morning. Quickly, we take short break. We'll come back, we'll continue with the conversation.
Me na Yusuf Keketo Masadi, Deputy Minister of Information and Civic Education. The Liberty Online TV na a fantastic project. So I'm for tell all the one them we don't support, we don't fund this project, the Liberty Online TV, plenty thank you. And we as a government will continue for make sure say we create the enabling environments and the media for make sure say everybody when a professional then get a space for make them voice go be heard.
Na Sylvanus Blake, and me na the Public Relations Officer, na the Anti-Corruption Commission, Sierra Leone. I want for encourage you all for the follow Liberty TV online. Before you did any like you through WhatsApp audio versions of people where you not see and know, why you not go watch online live and see who that they talk, and then you can know say, oh now this person say this. And here I believe whatever you see is the truth, and that the truth will set this nation free. I love this place and I always want to be here.
Balinya Fantasy TV is here, and I didn't also today now Liberty Online TV. That's a brand new TV, and they're doing extremely well. And I know me, anything that is run by like women and everything, I'm in for it, I'm supporting it. So make sure you follow Liberty Online TV on all social media platforms. So it's Fantasy TV is here, I'm here, so you should be here too.
Hello viewers, me na Manti Sumamara, the CEO of Suma Design and Empowerment Initiative. This na Liberty Online TV. I want to tell you for say this is now one of the best online TV in a salon, where the young professional woman then come together and for can give me this platform here. No sit down, continue for the watch Liberty TV every day.
Mina Salusise, Mina the head of marketing and corporate communications, United Bank for Africa. Liberty TV Online is the most trusted and reliable online network in Salon. I want to encourage you, wherever you are, watch Liberty Online TV for the first reliable and trusted news in Sierra Leone.
What's up everybody, this is Drizzly, aka Ben 10 over 10, and you're watching Liberty Online TV. Are you ready now? Okay, let's go.
I'm very impressed with the setup. I'm very impressed with the equipment they want to get now. Professionalism of the cameramen, the professionalism of the interviewers, the anchors and all that, and of course the presentation. And the focus, the things they want to talk about are very relevant to today's politics, today's development in Sierra Leone. So we'll be big for the people that sit on Safo, watch Liberty TV, and I will get the good news out of it. So thank you very much.
Mina Francis Ben Kaifala, the Commissioner of the Anti-Corruption Commission of the Republic of Sierra Leone. Liberty TV Online, an amazing platform. See you at the top, Liberty TV. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up.
Mina CDI Tunis, the National Publicity Secretary, All People's Congress, APC. Are they always on Liberty TV? I encourage you all for continue for watch Liberty TV on all social media platforms.
John Coker, the Executive Director for Family Talk International. Kudos to Liberty Online TV. I believe it's a very good initiative, and we as Sierra Leoneans will for support any Sierra Leone initiative where they move the country forward.
Viewers, I want to recommend to everybody Liberty Online TV. So if you're not begin watching it, now for join, sign up, begin go on a regular basis to Liberty Online TV.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Orange.
We continue with the program, The Breakfast Show, where they come to you live from Liberty Online TV. And today in the program, where they look at the corruption saga, where they carry on a parliament, and the president over the weekend say a plan for intervene and resolve that issue this week. Waiting this mean to national development, and when you talk to other people and go say the president not get the right for intervene na independent institution like parliament. Well, we go continue that conversation later on inside the program as we get for bringing a political commentator and a social analyst. We go look inside this particular statement where His Excellency the President be made. Continue for the week with the program. Send we your message, send we your thoughts na any of the comment section them also you watch we from. We will read on our messages them later on inside the program.
And also no say you go send message to the number 074-200-545 and add your voice to the discussion na the program this morning. Well, quickly we're gonna parliament also we see for the first time after over 3 years. The parliamentary committee them don't begin sit down for look at the audit report of 2022 where the audit service Sierra Leone be going to parliament inside December 2023, and the first sitting we then get on this particular reports after over 3 years they may get EDSA and EGTC where they may go question, but seeing them we come out inside the reports. Well, let we watch as Al Hassan Kuruma been in a parliament yesterday and he gonna reports.
For very long time now, the Salon Parliament don't they look inside the different audit reports where they don't they lay before them. We make people then they raise concern with some of the plenty issues them we can come out inside the report. We get for do with couple where MDAs them knocking accounts for. Monday, January 22 this year, the Public Accounts Committee for the first time after 3 years don't begin look inside the audit report. Also, then we begin with the 2022 audit report, and inside this report, the committee been start with EDSA, where this report been make mention of over 300 million old loans we lost at this sector. We make the chairman of Public Accounts Committee been called on the Chief Finance Officer na EDSA for come explain.
We are not going to take lightly the Auditor General's report this year. We want to ensure that all those that are found culpable be brought to book. Of course, we have met as a committee and we are resolved. That's all the more reason why we don't want to hear excuses. I'm saying this for the listening public and for other MBAs who might be there listening to us. We will not tolerate excuses because we have come to realize that some of the times when we invite MBAs, they give funny excuses. Oh, we have a program in Bo, we have a workshop somewhere, we have this to do somewhere. When Parliament invites you, there's only one excuse. And the only excuse is when probably somebody says that you have been summoned by the president. That's the only excuse. If the president of the Republic of Sierra Leone summons you, then you can prefer that summons to the summons of Parliament. Otherwise, except you bring your death certificate.
After this call from the chairman, make the Chief Finance Officer na EDSA, Mr. Sano, been explained.
You cannot process foreign travel or local travels without raising the prerequisite memo or documentation.
I don't want you to limit your explanation to foreign travels.
As well as local travel.
Oh no, we are not even bothered about that. What we are bothered about is that there are expenditures without supporting documents. Address us on those. Stop telling us foreign travels.
Yeah. No, the 311 is relating to both local and foreign. That is why I'm doing.
We are not bothered about that. You tell us why you did not submit supporting documents to the auditors when you went.
Mr. Chairman, as I said before, that we provided supporting documents.
Do you have evidence of that?
We have
because
evidence.
if you submit supporting documents.
The committee been same way say Fenot say EDSA don't give 48 million old loans to golf club, where this make the chairman for the committee don't give order to EDSA for payback inside 14 days term.
CFO DG, this money should be refunded.
Actually, I want to speak
into the consolidated revenue fund and bring the receipts.
Thank you.
to Parliament, to the committee, give the receipt to the clerks. This money should be refunded not later than 14 days to me.
The committee don't assure journalists and the public say then go continue for look inside the 2022 Auditor General's report. For Liberty Online TV, Al Hassan Kouma the report.
All right, welcome back. Well, that's a report we Alassane Kuroma put together from Parliament. Also, we see for over 3 years for the first time, then begin for look inside audit service and reports where then be pulled for 2022. Well, you still watch the breakfast show, and as we've been telling you today at the studio, we look at an issue we get for do with the saga na Parliament. Also, Liberty Online TV breakfast show, they ask the question if President Bio need for intervene na the issue where they carry on at Parliament. Also, we see the Anti-Corruption Commission, they investigate the clerk and INWEF, and also a special committee be done set up na Parliament after we the Parliamentary Service Commission be set this committee for investigate the same issue we get for do with alleged corruption and other things them we don't they happen there. And over the weekend we see President Bio now one day away in WEF be organized with SLPP members of Parliament them. It be address the SLPP members of Parliament them on different issues them, and this particular issue na Parliament and one way it be make mention of say it be done the year bottom, but it say it been busy when making not be don't take decision yet. Well, it been promised the SLPP MP them now that particular statement they say this week it go personally intervene into this issue. We make Liberty Online TV they ask the question if President Bio need for intervene for this issue, take into consideration there is an independent body called the Anti-Corruption Commission where it be don't empower say them for do them work, and Parliament safe be don't investigate the same issue. At this time at the studio, for let we ask the same question, I want to welcome Thomas Dixon, we a social commentator and a journalist, and I want to see also we be don't follow this particular issue since the president be make this statement over the weekend. Good morning and welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Good morning.
I just want to tell with viewers them Liberty Online TV. Today they ask the question if President Bio need for intervene on issues them like the current saga na Parliament where the ACC they investigate and Parliament itself they investigate the same issue. Share your view with the viewers them.
For me personally, I think say because na issue we get for do with corruption, the president's intervention for be limited. Other people then go say perhaps by we constitution the president is the member of Parliament and the honorary head of Parliament, and maybe intervention is timely. But looking at the issue we are in, let's put it into perspective. We are in the clerk of Parliament has been accused, and the accuser say he employ in WEF, and all it happened. They also the accuse say in WEF no go work, the employer no go work. And then we see say before that, in September last year, Parliament been give letter. First they pull press release, general memo to staff of Parliament that due to the overlapping of function, then they try for then they give letter to all man and they sack all man, redundant all man, but then they will pay them the benefit. That letter they go out. When the letter they go out, we be expect say particularly this year, by the end of this year or mid this year, most of the staff then at Parliament they for don't lay them off, and then they do advertisement for take people them in, because that is what the memo is saying. It don't mean say when they sack them, they not go take some of them back. So that happened. That not happen. By December, we get a hue and cry from the Speaker of Parliament in the Well of Parliament, saying that they not authorize anybody for redundant staff them. And we also see another member of Parliament say, no, the Parliamentary Service Commission be authorized when Honorable Tawa Conte be authorized the clerk of Parliament for lay staff them off. But an interesting document being come out which show say the clerk of Parliament be employed in WEF. And we employ in WEF, it been they paying WEF up to 30,000 new loans when are 30 million old loans than a gross salary. meaning the basic salary you go there, but you get other allowance system we happen for make that money the big. And when this thing happen, the Anti-Corruption Commission begin for investigate. And they investigate, and the clerk of parliament in WEF don't decide for payback. And according to a press release from the Anti-Corruption Commission, they don't pay up to 90% of the money. And that the investigation still they continue. But I think as Sierra Leone, we get be concerned with regards to parliament, because parliament it will be the foundation of democracy, it will be the foundation of integrity and ethics as a nation. If somebody do wrong in a ministry, in a parliament, if you can scold them, a parliament for if you depend nepotism or wrongful recruitment, a parliament for able to tame you. But if parliament depend nepotism and then depend wrongful recruitment, then a problem. I think say this na way don't they go long na parliament. Me, now one great I don't see parliament advertise job. I never see, apart from that, and that was in 2018. Parliament advertised, they put massive advertisement of job. What think can happen at parliament, the leadership of parliament, we have to say it, let people know, say this, and they happen. One person at the leadership of parliament will take him bobo, or take 1, 2, 3 fumble, and go put them, and begin work. So, as part of ACC investigation, they went to parliament to do head count. And then find out, say, not just the clerk in WEF involved, there are other people where they employ, we know where they go work. When are other big people in a parliament, now they bring and come.
But they can look at the head counts.
Yes.
We will trace back this issue of corruption at parliament. You know, new,
at all.
Not to something strange. 2 years back, members of parliament them don't come out openly. The likes of Honorable Givaldem, Honorable Tawa, they don't come out na the media, can't wash them dirty linen. They point finger at the same clerk say it corrupts. ACC be intervene again. Citizens and not see no headway or get better information how that investigation they come out. Before that the whistleblower they end up na ACC and the same speaker be asking for apologize. Now, allegation of corruption again on the same clerk, and the same speaker again don't come out na a public forum and say this issue where they go on a parliament, it gets for do with transparency and accountability. So now if the president, they say they intervene, and we just play an interview with colleague Melvin do, he said the president get right for intervene because in a leader of his party, and he want for save the face of his party. Now, party issue this or this na issue of governance and accountability?
For me, as I said earlier, I think say on the principle of accountability, and as a president, we don't sound say it affect corruption. No sooner you hear say this issue they happen at parliament get for do with conflict of interest, corruption, that's where you know for put and particularly where an independent body they investigate, where ACC they investigate. I think perhaps the president being little bit exuberant where he say now the SLPP parliamentary caucus gathering where them get say he go intervene and now the thing gets to them. In fact, the president even they try for look like as if we're not serious as people. Something that has been going on throughout December. We are now at the end of January.
But the president said he's busy.
Even if you're busy, as president, I'm sure index they be full with newspapers. These things have been written in the newspapers. I'm sure as president, index they watch television, they listen to radio station. Perhaps if the president tell me say they listen to salon radio station, they watch salon television, they watch some critical issues, and the president is on Twitter. And this thing has been tweeted. Some people they wait and tweet, they even copy the president, they even tag the president. So I'm sure say if you don't carry attention, and if you don't carry attention, the thing where I think say the president for do understand now for ask the clerk of parliament for step aside, for let ACC get within with Mangang call unfettered access to investigation. There no restriction when they investigate this issue. And perhaps if the speaker also, because they already said the speaker also is part of it, the speaker also is part of it, I think both of them should step aside. You talk about corruption.
But the speaker don't come and try for clear HC. You know, they mix issue of transparency and internal politics.
I agree. You know, the mixed issue of transparency and internal politics. But if there is, because there is counter accusation against the speaker, if there is counter accusation against the speaker, and if those accusations are anything to go by, then we need for also ask the speaker for step aside. Now we ask the clerk, if I were the clerk, if me not be the clerk, the fact that me WEF, they don't mention her, and me WEF don't go accept. That's important. You don't go accept na ACC. See, yes, it be the me employer, and not be the go work and then pay money, and you don't pay 90%, automatically they resign.
So at this stage, we see or go refer to this as institutional failures for we reach a stage where the president need for make statements say go intervene, because already we see the ACC they investigate, parliament say they investigate, but none of them two institutions not take upon themselves or morally ask the clerk and the speaker for let them go set aside first while the investigation they go on, pass with the hearing from the office of the president first.
The president in statement will be deemed, it will be considered as politicization of the issue. The fact that he make a statement, and a statement not geared towards upholding accountability. A statement now that they intervene, I don't hear anybody still why they intervene. What in the intervention of the president go mean? Is it people go interpret and say go influence the ACC not for do their work accurately? You already don't mention, say this is not for the first time the clerk of parliament don't come in him don't be mentioned with corruption. We don't hear Honorable Tawa Conte don't talk about traveling the way that they do, and Honorable Tawa Conte in that expose where they make, he not only pick out the speaker, he also pick out the clerk, he also pick out the speaker, that then they travel, they know they retire funds, and so on. So a lot of things in the way he expose. And only expose parliament. He also exposed about one way we fiber optic. You know, say salon get this salon cable electric sal cab. He exposed them that there is huge corruption in the privatization or the unbundling. Mark you the then information minister be say then the unbundle sal cab. The unbundling of sal cab, it make a lot of noise. Talk about the workers. We are outside in the go get employment. And as I tell you, most of those people who are workers at SALCAB, they don't get job. And we don't know what in this new company, they are not even talking to the public. The Zudlap that they don't give. So it make all of those noise. At the end of the day, this same speaker where all the people in the field say they fight corruption, he was very protective of the clerk. They were very good bedfellows at that time. But now it seems as if they are strange bedfellows. So the speaker that was very protective, and Honorable Tawa now, where been the whistleblower, now it seems as if he's very close to Tawa. So you also see some amount of parliamentary politics in the whole thing. There is some amount of parliamentary politics, but for me, I think say the president no need for intervene. There should be no intervention from the president. The president for allow the Anti-Corruption Commission for do the investigation. As I say, the Anti-Corruption Commission don't go as far as doing head count. They don't go. I'm sure they don't even go as far as calling the former director of human resource in parliament and also ask some questions. So let's allow the Anti-Corruption Commission for investigate. But if the president say it intervene, it make when the Anti-Corruption will come out with a statement just now, people then go feel say perhaps they not find honorable the clerk Paran wanting. People then go think immediately say, but this the president may say they intervene, they don't intervene. Now I mean they not find that one thing.
Do you think say anything different go get for come out from the ACC, taking into consideration not only the first studies and investigates Paran, and already when the incidents happen, as soon as the ACC put out on this talk, then confirm say payment has been done?
Yes. For me, the fact that payment has been done, it shows say somebody don't own up to corruption.
But there's no receipts.
It don't well
about the payments.
There has been payments before. You know, the former NRA Commissioner General Jakala, others by Mahmoud Bangura, there have been payments before. Even when the APC was in power under JFK, it is JFK who started this. When say they go to court, they say then they get settlements. They say now you get the commission at that time. The commission not be even then at the act for let you get settlement, for let somebody negotiate and pay back. It not been then at the act. but JFK Institute will get the Nassit Ferry issue. You remember the Nassit Ferry issue, and people let me go and pay. Mahmoud Idris and others, they pay their money. When me say implicitly, the fact say you don't pay, you don't own up. Implicitly, it means say you are guilty. So, but now the SEC, they don't do the act. Remember, I say they don't do that. The new act they get to, they don't redo the act. And I made for understand, say in the act, in the new act, they say they can do out of court settlement. So, doing out of court settlement, and the fact say they don't agree, it means say implicitly, the clerk of parliament is corrupt. It means say implicitly, the clerk of parliament don't employ in wealth, where enough for do. And it also means say, the political class of this country, then they take the people of the country for granted.
Dixon, the seriousness of this matter, how the president take him. Now, when we get big question mark, because during this same dinner, also I make this statement or they discuss so. In exact words that at the Afaf Chamot na parliament. Issue will be say from December, citizens then don't they talk about and don't they call on the clerk for resign. If the president they come publicly and say na Afaf Chamot are going to intervene and try for resolve them as if na just small petty issue. Is he really serious about fighting corruption?
As I say, that particular statement, they put a serious question mark on the president in zest or in zeal for fight corruption. They put serious question mark on him, particularly when the anti-corruption they investigate. But he's the president of Sierra Leone. Then he say he gets more a big pass with all ace, a big pass with all EI. Maybe he has more information. Maybe he has seen more things than which we don't see. So maybe I make that statement, but it's a very unfortunate statement, and not just the president. Even the members of parliament, the SLP members of parliament who are in at the dinner, you see them shouting, "We want our clerk back! We want our clerk back!" A clerk who has grown up, whose wife has grown up to corruption. I think those members of parliament should therefore bow their head in shame for saying we want our clerk back.
Another set of the same SLPP member of parliament here, we be at the dinner, the Allah say, speaker must go.
Yeah.
We clearly show say, na infighting.
That is show the that is show say it's a in as much as it's an accountability issue, it's a serious political issue, parliamentary politics going on. It's a serious parliamentary politics going on. Maybe now based on the politics side, now maybe the president go say no, they can't intervene. But I think say the fact say you say they can't intervene and not make it clear, you make a statement loosely. Citizens them as we interpret now, we interpret and differently, and we go mean say the president want for interfere into the work of the ACC, which for us I think say is very unfortunate.
That take me back, that particular scene they were upon at that dinner. Also some set of the SLPP MP, then they say they want them clerk back, they want parent, then the other set they say speaker must go. And last week we see issues of alleged sexual harassment they on the speaker, where the speaker come out and challenge, say ain't ready for go under investigations and other get evidence like bring that.
You know, now Salona more we they get short kind speaker. You know, say the first time we there. Thank you. It's the first time we there, where they appoint the speaker. We see a leaked video of the speaker in sexual intercourse. If not any other country, it's the Speaker of Parliament, number 3 man in the country, they resign. You know, they take that position at all. But if there's sexual, based on that video, if there's sexual allegation they come up, it could be have to, because we don't see a sexual video of the speaker. You understand? We don't see him on social media. And the speaker at that point is not able for up till now, not able for address that particular issue. So they all have issues. So that is why the politics of it is under. It go on hit under. It hit under. But the primary thing what I think said they now where the public want for know now the fact say the clerk of parliament he own up to the corruption and WEF they pay and ACC and WEF don't pay 90% of the money and. We they upset the clerk of parliament go do the decent thing, for the clerk of parliament for do. Now for let resign, not for tell and for resign. Now for let resign, It go under the investigation. Let the anti-corruption come out now and say the clerk of parliament in WEF don't pay. And not be aware about this I call employment of in WEF. Then perhaps he go come back. But for now, I think say for step aside.
But when the issue don't happen to now, most people who don't come at this studio where they debate this issue, they make mention of the clerk need for step aside, like the not tell and self if I don't know say morally if we don't dey aside by this time and give up in job. But that area of morality and integrity, we dey see am na the public sector. For example, over the weekend we hear say the press secretary na State House resign in job. This common among people wey dey work in the public sector.
I think in Sierra Leone it's not common. The reason why I think say it's not common because in Sierra Leone we look at governance as a means of making wealth. We know they look at governance as a means of service. So most people, even when the job not conducive for them, even when things not good for them, they will keep on holding on to it. This is where I want to commend Solomon Jamiu. Perhaps what do they expect for being the press secretary? Although not tell you the reason for a resignation, but we see the chief minister give you some inklings that the man want to go develop in legal career. This is which for some of us we look at as a not true, because this is somebody that has practiced for over 10 years before they become going to politics. What if they go develop again by a legal career? He gets in own chamber. He might still learn at State House and get lawyers the way they run in chamber for him. So you get there's something that they need for tell me why he resign or why not resign. Or maybe Tembo can win go tell we say that this maker resign. But we don't see situation where in people even though the office not good for them, and they go rumble na corner. Say but this na happen, this na happen, but they no go resign.
So one thing again where people concerned about these parents being set aside, why Parliament if the man no one for offer himself to go aside and do this investigation, my hands are clean or not, learn or fair not? Why Parliament, for example, not go tell and say go sit down and place where they investigate you or the Anti-Corruption Commission?
The clerk of parliament was appointed by the president.
So they play?
Perhaps that is the reason. And the ruling party gets 2/3 majority now in parliament. So perhaps that make them afraid to see. And this is a controversial clerk of parliament. Who for know that the clerk of parliament were very controversial. I'm not sure the opposition na parliament na clerk with elect. This is the clerk of parliament that has sent parliamentarians out. This is the clerk of parliament for the first time in the history of Sierra Leone. We don't invite police officer into the well of parliament and bundle members of parliament out. So I'm sure members of parliament, particularly of the opposition, no go like this particular clerk of parliament and then go outside. Whilst those of the SLPP were very protective of. For me, I think that they will make the mistake first. This man was a politician. It not be ever need for make him a clerk of parliament. You need somebody who is an administrator. Clerk of parliament for be seasoned administrator, because in administration you go on. You are the head of parliament. You are the vote controller in parliament. You have to you get for sabi a lot of administration and you get for be biased. But what you see in the tenor of this clerk of parliament, now politics, and the politics we see that the wrong type of politics, very divisive politics, very demeaning politics, particularly for members of parliament.
This same clerk of parliament where you say from the get-go the president gets wrong, for the appoint him because now a politician.
Yeah.
We see back in as much as the president be appoint him, he served the first 5 years with so much drama in a parliament during the 2023 election. This same clerk be really active in the campaigns.
Yeah.
He dey inside a SLPP regalia. In fact, na him be the head the SLPP campaign na Koinadugu.
Yeah.
Lot of allegation them back be surround this same clerk. And we make people a point figure at and say that the blue eye boy of the president. Now make the president the
well, perhaps it might be that he's the blue. We country now, not just for country, in politics. Most times politicians can protect them, the political godfathers, they can try as much as possible for protect them political godson. Perhaps he's one of the political godsons of the president. So the president they protect him. But this is why I said na be a mistake for let be clerk and na be a mistake for let still continue for big clerk even after the president win in second term. because it is clear that the clerk of parliament is a politician and is not an administrator, enable for exhibit any semblance, any iota of independence in parliament. It was very crude to the opposition members of parliament, and it was very, very emotionally hot when it comes to issues of the opposition members of parliament, and at the same time, it not been they accept critical things them bottom, like for instance, the issue of Tawa, the issue of honorable Gevao, and not because one thing for let you build yourself up as a human being, particularly in administration, in any sector where you do, now for able for listen to critical views and use some of those views for build yourself up, not be listen to those critical views. And now this man don't own up. By virtue of the fact that in WEF don't pay up to 90%, it means he has owned up to corruption, and for us, we are calling for his suspension. Even if say ACC not charge him.
Suspension or resignation?
Resignation. Even if ACC not charge him, let's say no resign, and it's still, for me, I think say Parliament for based on the fact that don't go pay in WEF don't go pay, Parliament for subject this issue to parliamentary debate. Let people know, say, for example, we are the opposition. We want to let this man go. We want to let this man go. We don't want to let him ask clerk again because of so thing.
How a parliament, Dixon, you want say let them subject them to a parliamentary debate.
Yeah.
How members of parliament them, where they sit down before the president, they chant say, we want we clerk, we want Paran, speaker must go. How them go do justice to this particular debate?
Thank you very much.
Already take sides.
The people out there are watching. This is not for posterity.
But the same people
I'm coming. This is for posterity. For example, I don't see poster where opposition members, senior opposition members of parliament, they call on the members of parliament for let them do something for let the clerk go. So on a subject and to parliamentary debate, on a discuss, on a come out, on a point as opposition party, say this man for go. If the ruling party stick to them, the people of this country say this ruling party where they say that they fight corruption. Now then they condone corruption. This
particular parliament, so they talk about, they really take them people as serious for put them first?
Well, I think that another debate whether parliament take the people serious or not. I think the politician, not just parliament, all the politicians, all parties, they not take the people of this country seriously. And I make some of the issues there, they get to the bottom of them. Now I make, like for example, somebody go in our office, issues of corruption don't surround them, issues of nepotism, cronyism don't surround them, no go resign like it happened to the clerk of parliament. The fact say the clerk of parliament employing WEF, now nepotism, the fact say paying WEF, and the worst of it when I slap now face, now that they give this in WEF money and the WEF no they go parliament, the fact say in WEF no they go parliament is a serious issue. And for me, I think say if me not be the clerk, I resign, and I don't think I go get for do anything for going to parliament. Perhaps I'll go look for a job elsewhere, or I'll go ask the president for let send me for let look for job for me elsewhere. If at all the president is the blue eye boy of the clerk, perhaps that is what the president for do.
But from the salon where we know and all the investigations we don't they happen at different side them, you think say something tangible go for commons, we go set example to the rest of mankind, taking into consideration already people be done suggest say no longer the way talk say personal for employee in wife or family member if he able for do the job.
No longer the way talk say personal for employee in wife, but the fact say the wife no go work, it means say the wife first of all, not like the job. Not a job where you apply for, because if you compete for the job, if you go work. But the fact say not compete for the job, then just sit down no more than somebody say, look, I employ you, then get a letter. That is a serious issue. And within a country where we know they take the fight against corruption seriously, that make we don't reduce, according to Afrobarometer report, 34% of Sierra Leone not believe say the fight against corruption is winnable. 34%, only 34% of Sierra Leone and then believe say the fight against corruption is winnable. You have over 60% of Sierra Leone, half of the population, we believe say the fight against corruption under this commission ACC will not go able to go nowhere. We also see the rapid retrogression of Sierra Leone on the MCC in terms of corruption score. We've been there in 2018. We've been there at around 80%. It is 89% or so, 89%. We come down. Now we're around 74%. All of these things, the impact we indicators, it impacts indicators of corruption at the wall, and it shows we are not serious. I hope you ask the question because there have been several issues. You look at the rice issue, the school feeding rice issue. It involved the SLPP former Minister of Basic Education, the Deputy former Minister of Basic Education, and so few suppliers. At the end of the day, the Anti-Corruption Commission went for charge. The judiciary, the Attorney General and Minister of Justice, for the first time, for quite a long time, interfere with the process and say, we need for charge, not to judge alone trial, we need for do with judge and jury. We bring confusion come. And we don't see this Attorney General don't move away, they again. Perhaps if the ACC now is serious about it, therefore don't charge this matter back.
Dixon,
yes.
Particular parliament, let's bring you back to the saga parliament, where we discussed this morning from the 5th, now the 6th parliament.
Yeah.
So many drama do happen where a lot of people say unprecedented. For the first time, police then go inside parliament, beat member of parliament, then pull them a door. You come back to the first leader of government business in saga, we come, say it be ECOWAS speaker, that drama they set up on a parliament. Then again, a lot of issues that do happen where the previous parliaments, for example, may not be reporting a parliament for 2 consecutive terms. They see a negotiation there between the opposition and the ruling party, the term where Honorable Dr. Bernadette Lahai and Honorable Ibrahim Bundu then be the way you go on for saying a mature member of parliament. But with all the drama, the allegation, counter allegation where they come up from this parliament now, what do you think say lacking? Is it now leadership lacking politically or administratively?
Well, that's why we also get for bringing the leadership of parliament into question. Because parliament, yes, parliament is based on a lot of debates, divide, not to hear no more. And even in the United States of America, the opposition parliament can be stiff-necked say this no go be, this no go be, this no go be. But at the end of the day, through negotiation, they can end up and resolve them. But we don't see inside this parliament from the the last parliament from the appointment of the speaker, we begin fit. We move 10 members of parliament out of the well, forcefully we move them, and we begin for fit. We come to a point wherein we even invite police officers for bundle members of parliament out of the well. You look at Liberia, it is the opposition that has the majority in parliament, and they are the speaker. But here, you look at Ghana, it's also the opposition that has the majority in parliament, and they have the speaker. But here, what you do? In 2018, the people of this country vote for let the opposition run the legislative and let the ruling party run the executive. We not allow that to happen. We not allow that to happen. Perhaps he also point out to the fact that we have a president who not believe too much in negotiation, because in those other countries they work. The president they negotiate with the speaker. If he wants something done, despite the opposition speaker, they negotiate with her. Say, look, this is for the development of this country and not for my party. Let us do this thing. Let us do it. But perhaps it points to the fact that we president not too liberal and so believing in political parties. Somebody who is a dogmatic type, believing in political party, or perhaps a conservative person, we they try for extend the olive branch to the other party. Then they bring in question parliamentary leadership. I think we have a speaker. We don't serve both parties. We don't get Abbas Bundu don't be member of parliament for the APC in the 70s and the 80s. He also don't be member of the SLPP. He don't be speaker. For me, I think it's supposed to be the possible for able for older scale balance.
Yes. He guard day for the speaker.
If
they follow them, debate them, they see say the speaker not to get grip, get ownership.
Perhaps they just report to parliament, and so now when serious issue they can come, they go to parliament. But about the guard for the parliament, I think the parliamentarians and for respect the speaker. Every parliamentarian for respect the speaker. He's the head of the legislature, and he's the number 3 man in government. If the president or the vice president or the speaker, automatically they serve as president. So for me,
but again, if you look at the other side of the coin, if you expect the members of parliament them for respect the office of the speaker, is he living to expectation?
Well, Me no go able for say a member of parliament and then get that question whether the speaker they live up to expectation or not. I didn't get that question, but I think he's a seasoned politician. As I say, he don't serve the APC as member of parliament. He don't serve this country as minister, and under the APC, he don't serve the SLPP as deputy chairman of the party. Meaning he understands politics.
But it reflects experience. It reflects now
in handling the diverse views of parliament. I think say we know they see experience in handling the diverse view, because parliament is diversity. You get the opposition, you get the ruling party.
So the SLPP is right for call say speaker must go.
Well, I won't say they are right, except if they get serious issue against the speaker.
But issues of sexual harassment.
It's very serious. It's very serious. If that allegation is anything to go by, it's a very serious issue.
And the speaker said,
but the speaker don't talk na the well of parliament. See, aim it for clear name, and that let people not use that allegation, baseless allegation against them for like cobalite, the issue of conflict of interest and parliamentary corruption. So meaning the guy they denied. But if there is tangible evidence against him, then he also for bring her into question and ask him for step aside.
All right. Viewers, this morning they get a very interesting conversation at the program. We'll get Thomas Dixon as they look at the parliamentary corruption saga and issues of alleged sexual harassment where they come out from parliament. And over the weekend, we still say His Excellency the President say they intervene and try for resolve the issues there so na parliament. So the question where Liberty Online TV they ask this morning are that if the president get right for intervene, na independent institution like parliament we suppose for make law and safe ensure say them all people are accountable we can try for go against the law there. You say for the watch we get right for the part of the conversation this morning. Send we your comments. Now any of the comment section the way they watch the program this morning, you can be say they watch we now with YouTube, with Facebook and self from our website. So go read some of our comments them later on inside the program. Remember say you will continue for share the program so that more people will go the part of the conversation this morning.
All right, and on I don't send on a message them to the different platform them also on the Liberty Online TV this morning. They look at a few of the message them and come over again to the studio guests as we continue for discuss the topic where we look at this morning where na question where the breakfast show na Liberty Online TV ask if the president get right for intervene na the current saga where they happen na parliament. Where they look at messages them, Khadija.
The first one they look at they take from we YouTube page Lansana Suma. They talk on the statement where the president makes say he get plan for intervene in this issue. They say the president has to intervene to show transparency and accountability of this current dispensation. The president should also pay attention to his appointed ministers.
All right, so look at more messages now the Facebook page. Samuel Sise, they say these are the types of politicians you see as sycophants on social media shouting for all in the name of political parties and tribesmanship. The pronouncements of the president on the corruption issues where salary refund has been made is untimely and a minus on his part.
All right, from the YouTube page again, Robert Carbo, they say, what the president said he will intervene in parliament. This tells you that the executive can control other branches of government.
All right, so look at more messages we don't come in. This other one, they say the president told us that corruption will fight back. Now we know what that means. It comes from Alim Sissin at the Facebook page.
From Alimami Toure na YouTube, they say one of the problems in Sierra Leone is the thinking of the winner takes it all, which translates in minds of these want to control the three arms of government.
The final one we go look at this time, the person they say the members of parliament need to behave as expected because they should be a bright example for all.
All right, well, I go look at the final message for me for now. It come out from Fizodon. It say the Bio government is not serious at all. God save Mama Salon. Well, from their messages then they wanna continue for send we more messages them on the question who they ask this morning. If the president get right for intervene inside issues them of alleged corruption, sexual harassment, we all don't they come out from the Salon Parliament. And we be first ask the question to a journalist, a parliamentary journalist, Wena Melvin Tijan Mansare. According to Ram, he say yes, the president get right for intervene because in the leader of the Salon People's Party and he want for save the face of the party. And we get Thomas Dixon again at the studio, where himself na journalist and a social commentator, but in get contrary view say the president not supposed for intervene if for allow independent institution then like the Anti-Corruption Commission we don't begin for investigate this issue for do their work independent one. Come back to you, Thomas. The president say inside this week now he go try for intervene, look inside the issues them and resolve them. From your expectation, also you sit down now as a journalist, what the president say they intervene? What's in your expectation? How?
I think say if the president say they intervene, for me, I think I'd expect saying at the political side they look at. Perhaps if you get a huge number of your party disagree with your speaker, perhaps you say like go watch and see what in the happen in the parliament, because you don't need you members of your party then disagree with your speaker. So I think saying at the political side, I expect the president not for look at the issue of corruption, the issue of recruitment corruption would happen in parliament. And they expect say the president get for give free hand for the ECC investigate and bring people and we then found wanting to book. As already don't be done, there has been a negotiation and somebody don't agree say yes, the employer wrongfully, and they pay the money back to the Anti-Corruption Commission.
It was surprising for you if the president asked the speaker and the current clerk for step aside because investigation to go on?
No, I think it won't be surprising to me. I think that's the way to go.
But the president Bio is sabi. He will do that.
Well, I don't want to second guess anybody. Sometimes somebody go get a U-turn, but me no want for be somebody we go say the president. I don't believe say the president go do and then he can't do them. Let we see the week they end. Today, by tomorrow we are in midweek, so we will expect say by tomorrow or latest Friday, the president go down meet with him, the members of parliament, go down intervene on the political side, or perhaps even on the aspect of fighting corruption and asking members of the speaker and the clerk say, "Una step aside and let us look into this issue conclusively and come up with a report for save Parliament and for save the fight against corruption at the country."
As you share your views on this particular topic, what are you fear if then two people here, the speaker and the clerk, continue for them position till the end of the investigation and possible outcome? What are you fear?
Well, I think say the investigation will be tampered with. I think the speaker, the clerk, for example, is the head of administration in Parliament. You get all documents. They get all access to every document at Parliament. Maybe Parliament go ACC or the investigators and go want to get documentary evidence for corroborate the evidence. So
make understand say the clerk is also a member and the committee will investigate them.
Well, that's not supposed to be the case. If the committee they investigate you, the fact say na any office, if the fact say we then set up a committee for investigate somebody. The first way the committee for acts now for let the person step aside and then the investigation continue, and but we'll not see that in the case. So if the clerk is a member of the committee for investigator and then that committee they not a proper committee, then moving forward with the media expect say the ACC go do good job this time around for let we see who side the problem in our parliament. For me, on the issue of recruitment, I think say there is a huge problem in Parliament, and for me, I think say not to just the clerk. I think say there has been members of the leadership of Parliament. They carry people and go to Parliament without they not go through parliamentary interview, without they not go through the correct recruitment process and they employ them. There are a huge number of staff in Parliament, and one thing people for know, Parliament gets one of the best salary in this country. The Parliamentary Service Commission gets one of the best salaries. So, meaning those people in the political leadership of Parliament or the leadership of Parliament go always try for influence the employment process. Meaning the best minds, you know, they get the best minds for working at parliament. In other parliament, then the best people them, and they work in parliament. Because you get for provide research, you get for do a lot of things for parliamentary discussion, for parliamentary debate, and so on and so forth. So we know they give opportunity to the correct people them for working at parliament, other than we bring, we cronies them, we border them, we sister the wealth, and they employ them in parliament, with the disadvantage this country, just because we want for let them be paid better. So for me, I believe say this is not the time for let the Anti-Corruption Commission show we say they are truly independent. I made for understand say then they get a press conference today where they talk on issues there, where they investigate. We know the Deputy Anti-Corruption Commissioner be not say they are investigating the SLBC saga. They don't tell say they are investigating the parliamentary and parliamentary saga. We want for see them come out with statement today. Yeah.
The same ACC, because I remember the last time where we get the director of public education outreach Naya, so he said they don't get the power for recommend say whilst we they investigate, you step aside first. Then same people are the ACC they investigate. Then still all the offices there. Yeah. Then some, even the president, they even appoint them back for other office them. Although they get issues of corruption piled against them, then they investigate them.
You know, we reach to a point wherein we will only get solid investigation on the fight of corruption when government change hands. You remember the last Anti-Corruption Commission, you get pile of cases against former staff them. When government change hands, COI investigate, and some of them to see what happen. And this government may tell we say this go their own commission of inquiry where they don't get it go be the last, because it go set an example for themselves within our government. But from the look of things, it means say we not get forget an end to commissions of inquiry. We get for see commissions of inquiry, flurry of commissions of inquiry in this country, because the institutions that will be mandated for fight against corruption, then they turn blind eye to corruption. And then even the leadership, the political leadership of the country, they condone their issues and they by giving those people jobs, by elevating those people, and even the institution. I think say the ACC perhaps they might try. They don't go force an institution say let this person resign. But if the ACC they investigate you, the parliamentary leadership, parliament gets a parliamentary, then get a parliamentary service commission. The parliamentary service commission, the board, for able for ask the clerk of parliament for step aside.
But up to now we don't see that happen.
That will not see that happen. We don't know what thing that happen. Instead, we see a counter accusation against the speaker, who is also the chairman of the Parliamentary Service Commission board. So I think say there are lots of things. There is more than meets the eye in parliament.
If you engage President Biya at this stage, just as we expect, say, like how we promise to go address that issue there. If you for engage them, waiting will be your discussion with them surrounding the issues in parliament currently.
For me, the first thing I will tell the president that for he tell the clerk of parliament for step aside, and if the speaker get anything for do with the issue, and he also step aside, and then from there now they go begin for discuss the political issues of parliament. But that's the first thing I go tell the parent, and that's the most important thing the president for tell them. Say, step aside. I cannot intervene in this. The anti-corruption is investigating you. I cannot intervene. Go through the process and come out. We still say the president has been the investigation on Alpha Timbo. The president will leave him off in duty until after investigation. So we think say people have for follow that footstep. Institutions have for follow that footstep. If you are being called for corruption, you should step aside until after the investigation.
So on the side of the Anti-Corruption Commission, one, they don't go do head counts. Yeah. They don't know see ghost workers and they exist in parliament. Yeah. Two, they don't get money according to it. Then tell the public that Honorable Parane in WEF don't pay, but 90% of the money they will be the collector salary when no go work. Yeah. Enough for let the ACC all as evidence. Yes, yeah. Corruption they happen here. We need to do a thorough investigation and bring justice to the salon people there, because then taxpayer money then they misuse.
Well, not to all investigation ACC they charge go court. Like for instance, the issue of ghost workers, it means say they get for put systems and processes in place. They get for review the whole system in parliament, the whole system of recruitment, the whole system of recruitment at parliament. So perhaps then go come up with a system and review process.
It don't happen there before.
It don't happen before.
Yes, on the same allegations.
There are institutions that don't happen past 3 times. The maritime. It don't happen, they don't review the past 3 times.
So are we really moving forward on the fight against corruption, Salon?
You know, corruption get the preventive side. They get the aspect of prosecution. Systems and processes review, public education, these are all preventive means. So, for example, if we review the process and system in parliament, the process of employment, tell people, let's say, if you want to employ, advertise them. Advertise the employment, let people apply. One thing said, I wonder, what is the problem of us Sierra Leonean? Why you not go advertise? I can still get somebody who want a job. But let him go through the process. Let him go through the process.
Let me take you back some years back,
yes.
Dixon, as a colleague, media practitioner. We don't see who say we the media, the champion issues them of alleged corruption like this.
Well,
president and they take decision automatically, but that pattern seemed for the change under President Bio.
Well, I think the media is still champion in the fight against corruption.
Yes, but then that action, immediate action.
Immediate action. Well, it's up to the president. It's up to the political players. All the media can do, now for shout, now for write, now for bring out the issues, for let people understand them, but not to the media a mandate for go make decisions. It is the executive who they influence the decision. So if we don't influence the decision and the one for make the decision or make the decision, it's not our responsibility. It's their responsibility. No, the media is very influential. I will tell you, say the media in Sierra Leone, look at what you guys are doing. We've moved on. In fact, there are innovative ways coming up now. This what you've done is innovation. A journalism scholar go describe them as journalism entrepreneur. You guys are moving forward, but you are very influential. We are very influential, and the reason why you make you know say the media influential. Sometimes just see some newspaper bid and put out some story. The calls where the editor or that newspaper or even now they discuss issues like this. Maybe as after the issue, you guys will be inundated with calls. That's to tell you that you are influential. Okay. But to make decision, it rests on the political class, the one that will work at the administration for make the decision. They can make them decision in the based on what they get from the media, but not so we the media will go force them say on make the decision. So what at the end of the day we can do, we don't present all of these issues where election come. People are well informed now. Then go use some of them things they have for judge the performance of government.
Many thanks, Thomas Dixon. It's been 2 days back to back, having you here on various topics. And we just want to say many thanks because you know one of the people as colleague and also senior people at the media don't they support the work on they do from inception to now. We want to say many thanks and we appreciate you critical and genuine analysis them. Well, viewers, now they end the program this morning. Una self plenty thank you for una don't join with this morning. Una continue for Day with Liberty Online TV as we believe in fearless, inclusive, and all voices count now. So we make sure so they do thorough investigation and bring all sides to the story. We will continue for focus with lens na parliament and they bring una outcome of how this particular alleged corruption and sexual harassment issues them they unfold na parliament. Make sure so you continue for Watch Liberty Online TV, both na YouTube and Facebook. If you watch na YouTube, where you subscribe, put your post notification bell on so that anytime you count, you go know say we don't count factual information. Have a good day. Mina Khadija Bangura.
And don't forget for tuning in at 8 tonight as we will continue the conversation day and continue to follow and like Liberty Online TV. Until then, ciao.